Alright, fam. What's up? I'm up. I'm waiting for the black signal to go out. Y'all see, I kind of disheveled. Went out last night, but I had to do this in the morning, and this took a little bit longer than I thought. I got to get all those bottles together, and I got the gallons, over there on the right. Those are the 3 gallons, but then the rest of the gallons I had to bottle up, so we got the red. And I think we're going to break the red today for the show, all right? So, let me turn around. I got to hurry up because we got the movie. Turn around. There we go. I got to get the movie together. And, Lord have mercy. Keyframe interval, 4 seconds. So it's going to look horrible. Why did the keyframe interval move to 4? That don't make no sense. All right. So what we need to do is, Gina, mind you that, I mean, kind of fast, I mean, like, Lord have mercy. All right. Real life here, Gye-Nyame. I need to let you know you're now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey, listening and watching it. The Congregation of the Mighty, Gye-Nyame Journey, touch my shit. Next, we have to go on and also remind you that this is the Daily Toast and it's a Heart of Symbol production. Strive, strive, strive. Thank you. Man, I was up. I got a quick story for y'all. I gotta be at school first. Take your breath and drink some water. I'll be damned. Drink your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Don't worry about it. Lift your glass and pour some water. Lift your glass. Drink. Now move your body, drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Alright, family, I'm moving kind of late. I got up and I said, well, that should be a couple of minutes to bottle up them bottles. But it was much longer than a couple of minutes. So here is the Ambrosia Red. We're going to crack that open. I know y'all say, well, Brother Hatim, Shaka do the red. Well, now, I started my red just a little bit before. But his is a different red. I use Wache leaves, right? And we're in Shaka, so Shaka still got that lane. But I had to come out with the red because Wache leaves are get them at the local African stores. Like I said, we got to start moving towards a culturally appropriate diet. Now, family, DJ O Sharp shots out. And, brother, now lines ain't open today, bruh. Lines not open. Couldn't open the lines today because I got to get out of here. What? I can't. My mind, I am buffering right now. Anyway, the individuals at I scream out to the DJ, Fela, because DJs control the culture. So he ends his sets with Water Jackson, and then ended with something from, I think it might have been Tribe Called Quest. Tribe, you really need to get on some Fela, family. So now let's do this toast. I'm gonna drink water. Let me go on and see if there's anybody up here chatting. I haven't produced June in over a month. No Scobies in my Uber money in limbo at the moment, but we'll see if my friend's trying to drive. All right, we'll see what's going on. But hey, some music so I could drink.
Further and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. Peace.
That's red. After it soaks in and takes on the watch it. Don't put it up. Let people know I got it. About to let them know because I'm gonna have it at the show tonight for those that's so here we go. Where do we go? We go to the list of our magnificent and beautiful and loving ancestors upon whom shoulders we stand, and we call out their names. Are you ready? Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Texas, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenna Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, Normal X, Pat Meyer Rob, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McAnderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Darrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amotep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen O'Howe, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis. Speaking of that, let me get this.
On the table. On the table.
Let's go back up. Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Wells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W.S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen O'Howe, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, William Evans Sr., Joe Davis, Timothy Butler. Let me go back. Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Florence Evans, Pamela Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Neilon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Gene Holmes, Dana Charles, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Thomas Bradley, also known as my Uncle Bookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First. We read them 3 times when they recently passed for at least 3 days. I think we did the 3 days. Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, and Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, B. Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Haley Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, June Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Brooks William and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatsine Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Steve Dallas, Lewis, Mae Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joel, Jamel, All, and Pierce Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mirella Ellis, Elizabeth Battle, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irving, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Edward R. Beth Jr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Linda Howard, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, and Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson. We send up shots and we raise the glass of this. Then we move to our children's children, on to infinity, and we lift up that glass. We salute all of our relations. We lift up that glass right now, family. All of this energy is in the room to accomplish it. We don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't into all the magic thought and shit. We know that what we ask for, we got to work for, but we got you. Toast the most powerful being in the room, and that's you. And I thank y'all for joining us on this day, for this daily toast, Brother Hatim. I'm up in here, and I'm on my way. J. Rawls. I knew I would get that shit. J. Rawls. I said J. Rawls. I walk in, brothers, every time I see them, J. Rawls, O Sharp, brothers show mad love. I walk into the club, I'm chilling, right? Boom, boom, boom. He started playing some music. I said, man, be nice to hear some Fela. He look over at me, he smile, he points, and comes up and start mixing in Butterflies by Michael Jackson. Then, and I caught the end of the Butterfly. The shit was hot. Then he moved in to Tribe Called Quest. Listen, family. Listen, DJs. They carry the culture, family. They carry the artists. The artists are the vanguards, but it is the DJs that carry the culture and mixing it with newer stuff and then adding something newer to that. And you got the past, the present, and the future all happening right there magically with that DJ. You get to go out. I get to hear quality sounds. You know what I'm saying? Quality, right? So shouts out, and I'm toast out to the DJs. In particularly in this moment right now, sending shots out to DJ O Sharp and J Raw. You can do it out there. That's your garden if you want.
I'm putting it in the garden.
Okay, all right. This is Brother Hatim, I'm out. I will see y'all at the movie. We'll be having the movie day. Right now, the black signal just went out. Hope to see you there. We'll be showing dark girls discussions. And I want to make sure that y'all in the house. Full concessions. We're going to be giving away prizes. We're going to have some of that ball salad. We're going to have some of that ball salad dressing. And I got to get up out of here. I want to thank everybody that takes the time to tune in to Gye-Nyame Journey. And you know what that means, family. I'm out of here. So I need to remind you that you have joined the congregation of the mighty, and we are Gye-Nyame Journey Media.